I totally forgot my water. Man. There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name is Justin, or JP. Today I'm going to be doing the song Don't Give Up by Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush. And I just want to say, first of all, thank you guys so much for the response in not only the Peter Gabriel video that I had done, but also the Kate Bush one. I honestly did not expect that kind of response to the videos, positive response as well. I enjoyed doing it, and you guys apparently enjoyed watching me listen to those songs and kind of break them down. They caught my interest, I enjoyed them, so it wasn't going to be very long before I continued onwards. And how perfect, you guys are awesome, how perfect this song featuring both of them in this song, Don't Give Up. This is a viewer's choice by a lot of you guys, so I have a small list of names to go through. Here we go. Black Cap Baron, Woody and Sidecar Dog, Jeb, Pulsar 77, Alden 21, Rosenfield, Rhythm Cloud, and Manhattan Man. You guys, thank you so much for the recommendation. I'm sorry if I may have missed one or two. I'm not 100% sure. I just have to search in the YouTube comment section, literally type it in, and it's kind of hard sometimes going through all of them. There's a lot of comments to go through, but these are the ones I found. You guys, thank you so much for the recommendations. Everyone else, thank you guys everyone else, thank you so much for the recommendations. All the background that you guys have given me. I had no idea that David Gilmour from Pink Floyd had kind of discovered Kate Bush initially. I did a little bit of background reading just to kind of get an idea. All the knowledge you guys always leave in the comments for me, I do typically read it. I don't always have something to reply with because you guys are the ones with all the wisdom. I'm just kind of a casual observer. But I do appreciate it, and I do read through them. Honestly, I'm not going to talk much more. I just want to kind of get into the music and listen to it. Join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments below for discussion. I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. If it's your first time, don't make it the last. But let's get into it. This is Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush with the song Don't Give Up.
In this proud land we grew up strong. We were wanted all along. I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail. No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all deserted. I've changed my face, I've changed my name, but no one wants you when you lose.
Don't give up, 'cause you have friends. Don't give up, you're not beaten yet. Don't give up, I know you can make it good.
Though I saw it all around, never thought that I could be a fainted. Thought that we'd be last to go. It is so strange the way things turn. Drove the night toward my home, the place that I was born, on the lakeside. As daylight broke, I saw the earth. The trees had burned down to the ground.
Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up, your head. You worry too much. It's gonna be alright. When times get rough, you can't fall back on us. Don't give up. Please don't give up.
Got to walk out of here. I can't take anymore. Gonna stand on that bridge. Keep my eyes down below. Whatever may come and whatever may go, that river's flowing. That river's flowing. Moved on to another town. Tried hard to settle down. For every job, so many men no one needs.
Don't give up, 'cause you have friends. Don't give up, you're not the only one. Don't give up, no reason to be ashamed. Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up now, we're proud of who you are. Don't give up, you know it's never been easy. Don't give up, 'cause I believe there's a place where we belong.
I think that is honestly one of the best examples, if not the best example of a duet done perfectly. Everything in this song was masterfully done. From a musical perspective, from a duet perspective, looking at that specific type of song, I think they balance each other out so well. First listens, I love it. I love it. There's always so much to unpack, and I always forget one thing. And geez, okay. Off the bat, let's get their voices out of the way. Peter Gabriel, I've always liked his voice from Genesis. I like what I hear from his solo stuff, from what we did before with Rhythm of the Heat and San Jacinto, and here, same exact thing. I like his voice. It's smooth. It's emotional. I like the emotion in his voice. It works very well as well for this type of song, where musically, it's pretty laid back. I don't want to say simple, but it's pretty laid back. But his voice is allowed the space to carry this weight, this emotion. He does that very well with his singing. Then, in comes Kate Bush. I love her singing in this duet. Oh, that was a car that passed. I heard like this really like loud noise. I like Kate Bush's singing in this song because of the contrast, but not so contrasting that it takes away from like the overall theme and Peter Gabriel's singing. It's a nice contrast. It's a beautiful contrast. And what I like about the emotion in their voices as they're singing, which plays perfectly into the lyrics, is that Peter Gabriel, when he's singing from a place of despair, of giving up. But when her voice comes in, her voice is like this angel of light, just like shining hope down onto Peter, like, don't give up. As it says, I mean, don't give up, which is the title of the song, obviously. And she keeps on repeating that with little changes in the lyrics, which we'll get into later. But I really, 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 really like how that works. It's like when you're having a bad day and everything's kind of gone wrong and you're just kind of at the end of the rope. That's where Peter Gabriel is singing his part from. But then Kate Bush, she immediately opens up that cloud, parting the cloud, and is like shining light down on him, shining hope. There's a future. There's people that love you. There's better things ahead. Let's get through all this together, basically. So that's what I get just from their voices and the way that they sing, which I love. I love. And Kate Bush has this very innocent, not whispery, innocent, light and airy tone in her voice that I really love. It's very whimsical. Her singing and her voice, it's not weak. That's not the word I want to use because I'm not talking about power or the way she sings. It's timid. And I think that that timidness, if that can be a word, in her voice and in particular in this song, really, really adds to the whole thing. Kind of going with the lyrics and everything, it's like he's the husband. Like I said, he's tired. He's done. But she's saying, in her timid way, like you can imagine her just like, wrapping her arms around him, like it's going to be okay. We're not going to give up. We're going to get through this. Everything's going to be okay. And then getting into the instruments do the exact same thing to push that point. The instruments throughout do the exact same thing to drive that point home. And I love that. So take, for example, while Peter Gabriel is singing, listen to the overall mood of the background instrumentation.
I never thought I could fail. No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all deserted.
Overall, while he's singing, the background instruments are, for lack of a better word, kind of barren. It's a little dry. It sounds good. It's not that it sounds bad, but the mood it creates is it's very empty. And it's used to kind of push that point home that at this moment in the story and in the lyrics, it's an empty despair that he feels. But I absolutely love the chord change that happens when Kate Bush comes in.
Don't give up, 'cause you have friends. Don't give up, you're not beaten yet.
Those beautiful chords that just rise slowly. They're beautiful chords that add a more positive flair, filling in that empty despair with positivity and hope. And I love that. Now, I don't know if that's made from the keyboards. I'm assuming keyboards. Could be real strings. I think it's keyboards. But I love how it's played just to fill in that empty space with light, basically, in a musical sense. I absolutely love that. I think that's honestly like amazing. And then the bass part at the end, the like kind of bass solo, the bass groove that was going on. It's funny because it did kind of come out of nowhere, but it sounded good. And because I like bass, I mean, I enjoyed this part, I don't know if maybe this kind of helps it lead into the next song. Regardless, I enjoyed this part from a musical standpoint. It sounds good. It's almost like this tone and this instrumentation is kind of the same as the beginning one, which was empty and barren, but now there's a little something more to it. The bass is picking up a little more. It's a little more happy, groovy, uplifting. The synths in the back are kind of coming in and out. You can hear them. I love that. I think that's awesome. Music and story colliding, making a perfect blend. And like I said, duet, their voices perfectly balance each other. This song is perfect. And I want to know what you guys think. In the world of, let's just take like adult contemporary music, sort of like this. In that world and in that genre, there's a lot of duets which sound good. Of course, the voices are always going to sound good, but they can come off a little cheesy. I honestly want to know what you guys think. Why do you think that this song, this duet, doesn't come off cheesy? It comes off sincere. It comes off musically interesting. It comes off like two people that wanted to make a song together because they had the passion and a great idea, instead of taking two big names and kind of forcing them together just to sound good. I kind of think that that's why this sounds good, not only from a musical standpoint, but from a non-cheesy standpoint, is because it sounds like they really wanted to work together to make this song, and not to make it this gimmicky "Don't Give Up" song, and be gimmicky with its "Don't Give Up" message. It's very well written in the story that it goes, and the back and forth between what I assume to be a husband and wife in their characters, basically. So lyrically, Peter Gabriel starts off, "In this proud land we grew up strong. We were wanted all along. I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail. No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all deserted. I've changed my face, I've changed my name, but no one wants you when you lose." So he has the idea, whether that's from oh my gosh, I can't even say it. Whether that's from generational stereotypes, like, for example, the man has to be the one to carry all the weight to, do this, to do this, to do this. And if you can't do this as a man, well, you failed. I'm going to take it to an extent on that realm. Because he says, I was taught to win, I was taught to fight, I was taught to provide. It could be. That all his dreams have deserted him. He's changed his face, he's changed his name. No one wants you when you lose. So he's lost and he feels lost. But then, Kate Bush, don't give up because you have friends. Don't give up, you're not beaten yet. Don't give up, I know you can make it good. Like I mentioned, it's a positive message, positive reinforcement. Be hopeful, there's better things ahead for you. And I really like the self-reflection that Peter Gabriel has in the second verse when he says, "Though I saw it all around, never thought that I could be affected. Thought that we'd be the last to go, it is so strange the way things turn." I think it's really, really interesting. I love that part where he says, never thought that I could be affected. A lot of times, we may look at the news. We may hear a story from our neighbors. We may see something happen that's absolutely horrible. And we know it's horrible. And maybe emotionally we're even touched. Our hearts go out to that person or whoever it may be for whatever tragedy or calamity had fallen upon them. But in the back of your head, you're kind of like, glad it wasn't me or my family. And that could never happen to me or my family. You always think it happens to other people. But then that one day may come when it hits you. And all of a sudden it's like your world is turned upside down. And I think that's a really interesting note of self-reflection that Peter Gabriel has, to say, I never thought that I could be affected this way. Maybe he thought he was above that. Maybe he thought he was better than that. And that certain, whatever it may be, could have never happened to him. But it did. And he absolutely broke down. And then Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel in the bridge. "Rest your head, you worry too much. It's going to be all right. When times get rough, you can fall back on us. Don't give up. Please don't give up." Peter Gabriel, I believe, sings the part. "Got to walk out of here. I can't take anymore. Gonna stand on that bridge, keep my eyes down below. Whatever may come and whatever may go, that river's flowing, that river's flowing." Contemplating suicide is what I kind of take from that. Standing on the bridge, looking down. One way or another, whether I'm in the water, whether I end up in the river or not, that river is going to keep moving. Just like life, it's going to keep moving with or without you. Now, what I also enjoy from the song, and I pull up Wikipedia. Wikipedia can sometimes be accurate, sometimes not, but I do feel like it's a decent way to at least get maybe a generalization of the ideas with the songs. And it says on Wikipedia that the song was inspired by the Depression-era photographs of Dorothea Lange, showing poverty-stricken Americans in Dust Bowl conditions. And this is a very famous photo. I'm sure we've all seen it somewhere or in some capacity before. And it's a simple image that speaks a lot to what people were going through at that time and in that specific location. So going with that, even, the message is even stronger, especially when it talks in more literal ways, such as in the third verse, where it says, moved on to another town, tried hard to settle down. For every job, so many men no one needs. They're just turning people away, can't find a job, so you can't support your family, so you don't feel like a man. You don't feel like a human, a family. You don't feel like you're doing the right thing that you need to do. And that's, as a man, that is a big deal. If you can't provide, it's a very big deal. And it can make you go into like a depression like this. So, honestly, I think the whole song is just very strongly written. I think it's very strongly conceptualized from the get-go. I think it's awesome. Oh, and then the bass. It's played by Tony Levin from King Crimson. There you go. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video as well. I love doing this. I do this because it's interesting, and I do it because it's fun, and I want to learn more about these songs and hear more music besides what I explore on my own anyway. I mean, the other day I was listening to like some African dance kind of music. I thought it was really awesome. I listened to like a lot of old indie folk music in general. I don't know. I explore a bunch of stuff of my own, but there's certain stuff that I saved to explore here on camera for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the song. Subscribe if you are interested in seeing more. I'm always here to listen to your thoughts. If you just want to talk, just comment below. I'll talk to you. I don't care. I'm always down there. Join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments below. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Just JP. I'm out of here. Pretty baby, you are the soul that snaps my control. Such a funny thing, 'cause every time I'm near you, I never can behave. You give me a smile and then I'm wrapped up in your magic. Music all around me, crazy music, music that keeps calling me so very close to you. Turns me your slave. Come and do anything with me, don't you? I don't know the words. Anything, babe, just let me get next to you. Am I insane, or do I really see heaven in your eyes? Like the stars that shine up above us in the clear blue skies. I don't wanna, baby, come here, don't have no. Baby, come here, don't have no fear, no. That's horrible. Baby, come here, don't have no fear, no. Is there a wonder why I'm really feeling in the mood for love? That's close. It's close. It's not bad. It's not bad. I tried. I love that song.